They say this moat was originally designed to stay dry, so that when they come under attack here in St. Augustine, they could bring in the livestock animals and the people into the village, and the livestock animals would be here and they could protect them from overhead. But according to the historians, there were a few times in history when this moat was filled with water. So let's go check it out.
You got your ticket?
What ticket? All right, this is the drawbridge over the moat. Let's take a little pan. You got some stairwells coming down to get to the moat. What is this called? I guess this would have been where they stood to protect the moat, I reckon. Ooh, I like to fell down. Word of advice: don't drink the beer at the restaurant before you come in. Take us a little pan so we can see the entrance side. You can see the cannon holes all around the top where they've been shooting from, firing from, not just cannons, but even muskets and rifles. In the middle there. And we're going to enter right through that door. A little closer view of the moat before we go inside. This tells you about closing the gate to the moat. It took 3 men 15 minutes to shut the gate. Let's just take a pan of the inside courtyard before we get to going through the whole place. Then we're going to hit the bottom levels first and work our way. My plan, you don't never know when you come to a place like this. Soldier's life. This is where the soldiers would have stayed and slept. Little shelf above, put their personal belongings, hang their clothes, beds, fireplace for warmth and cooking, food to eat their table to eat their food, some weapon storage, traditional top roof, old round roof, coquina and stone. Look up towards the top of the wall. Someone carved a Spanish message into the wall. Right there. See it? It's kind of hard to see. You can tell that the text is Old Spanish. The message itself makes no sense. Prison room. Small cell that acted as a town jail for the Spanish and as a military jail under the British. It contained examples of graffiti left by former soldiers. All of them 200 or more years old. See the letters of the alphabet card. So that was put in there over 200 years ago. Hard to imagine. Let's check out the rest of the fort. This is the tidal toilet. The colonial restroom had a twice daily natural flushing system incorporating tides filled with the pit with seawater, and outgoing tides flushed the waste into the bay. Let's see what we got in here. The treasury room. Military pay chest, important documents and valuables. That's what would have been housed in here. This would have been the money room. Check out that door. Let's see much it tells you. Jointed table with no nails. Peg and joint. Shutters on most of the windows. Osceola. United States takes over. Apache Fire Spirit. You see it? I don't see it.
Yeah, right there. See him?
Yup. Look closely behind the glass for the outlines of a picture carved into the wall by Kiowa Indians, probably in the 1870s. I don't see it. You see it?
Right there. I think that's it.
Supposed to look like that, I reckon. Me neither, I don't see it. What do the wall tell us? Catholics dip their fingers in the holy water. There's probably been a trough or something under that, I'm guessing. Yep, erosion on these basins. Guess it's showing you what it looked like over the years, I don't know. Alright. I guess what it would have looked like during its time. You see that? You see that? Which is that. Spain returned. Property offered passed from mother to daughter. Close quarters, a replica of a British air bunk would have slept 4 soldiers, 2 on the bottom and 2 on the top. Things to entertain them when they set of stairs going to the top level. It's an oil lamp.
I didn't see it in here.
I don't know if that was a well or what that was. Spanish colonization. Some displays talking about how the fort was defended. £18 iron cannon that was uncovered in the mouth in the moat of the Castillo. During the siege of 1702, the cannon exploded while firing, causing 3 of the 4 military casualties of the siege. Imagine the force needed to shatter a 3,000-pound iron gun. Talking about the different soldiers through the time, the Spanish period, the British period, American period, and the Second Spanish, Confederate, World War II, and Spanish-American Wars. Storage room, where they would have kept extra stuff that they needed. Anything that just needed to be stored till it was used or needed. And so what we got in here. Contest of Nations. Castillo de San Marcos is a product of ongoing global warfare that lasted for hundreds of years. Pedro Menendez. Within the walls, outline of a closed-up doorway. As needs changed over time, the Castillo's casement were rebuilt. You see the edges of that doorway? What's that back there?
Okay.
Spain, fight for possession, kind of a timeline. What is that? Spanish coat of arms. The ravelin is a separate structure that provides the entrance to the Castillo. The original coat of arms was removed in 1957 to preserve it. I remember seeing the replacement out there a while ago when we was in there at the beginning of the village, beginning of the video. This room talks more about the building of the castle, of the Castillo, of the fort. Sally Port Door. Tells you that after the United States Army received the fort, the Americans built and installed these wooden doors to the entrance of the Sally Port. They controlled that entrance for the interior for the fort for nearly 150 years, constructed of cypress. A little demonstration just showing you how they built the fort, how they got the coquino gloss and the tabby. Pretty neat. And a deal barrel that they hold it with. Piece of coquino. You can see the shells in it if you look. Wood structure showing how they framed it up, then put the wood over it, and how they would have lifted the glass with rigging. Pretty neat, see how it's designed and built. model, a full scale model. That's what I pointed out as I told you, I wasn't sure if that was a well or what. Steps to the top. And the that I showed you at the beginning in the entrance. So now we're going to go upstairs to the fort and see what we see. A couple warnings before we get up there. If you have little children that don't mind, you might want to watch this. We're on top of the castle. And the second floor is not open. Walk over to one of the towers. You can definitely see the ships coming in on you from up here. The direction. Look down over the moat, which would have made anybody in the moat an easy target. For those of you that may not be familiar, these little slits you see in these forts is where they would put rifles out while they were laying to shoot. If you looked just a while ago, right before we got here, the wider view from the outside, he could manipulate his weapon while limiting his access to him. Really made it nice. These cannons, just imagine coming in a ship coming out there, being able to turn the cannons on. Look at this tower and see what we got. You'd have a really good view for a long ways from here to defend the fort, looking down over the moats, the harbor. During times of attack, more people would come here to seek shelter from the town. You can only imagine men at the bottom trying to get in by the barrage of gunfire. Probably once the gunfire started during war, as I told you earlier, the citizens came here and brought their animals, which run in this dry moat. Animals would be going crazy. It'd be chaos. You can see a spot there designed to carry rainwater off, excess water from the roof. There would have been way more cannons than you see here now. I see some cannons over across the way we're making our way. All different size cannons and style cannons here at the fort. Many different size cannons. That's full of water. These holes would have been what they'd have been shooting them cannons out of. We'll see. Another tower on that side looking off. Good decoration on that cannon. Now we're gonna come down here to these cannons. See what we got. It is raining, so there may be some spots on the camera. We're gonna try to finish it up real quick. It's gonna be pretty quick right here at the end. More of a walk through because of the rain. Ornate design on some of these cannons. Just really